if you don't put it on. So I've just put it on there and just turned off the selection so that we don't end up seeing it. So now what we really need to do is, I'm just going to go do the same with the other eye as well. I copied over the eye from one side to the other. I didn't mirror them. It's not a good idea to mirror things. I just simply copied it over and made sure the position was on the positive value as opposed to the negative value as to where it currently sits in world space. And you can see that right now it's sitting in a positive 2.2, and this one will be sitting in a negative 2.2. And I'm going to do the same thing here as well. I'm going to go in and collapse 2, and again just check to make sure the X form is working the way I expect. And you can see that it actually dilates the pupil as well. What we need now is a control object for the eyes. This is going to serve two purposes. One, it's going to be for housing the controls for the dilation of the pupils, as well as it's also going to be the control for the target for the direction of the eyes once we set that up. Now what we can do is we can go in and just build one. Oops, we're not on the correct layer here. Let's go back down to make sure the rig layer is active. So we build new objects, they don't disappear on us. Now I can build this by hand as well. If you go onto my website, there's also control objects, there's spline objects, and it'll actually build it for you and add text to the center and everything as well. What we're just going to call this is ogre eyes, and we can scale up the text so it fits inside of it. Select our circle, convert to spline, and attach the ogre eyes text in there. I also centered it to on the center of world space, down the center, so I know that it's in the middle. And we're then going to move this out in front of the character's eyes, and this will be the position at which we'll target it. And you really want it to be as close as possible. Now it's not going to matter, because the way we're going to rig up the eyes, the targeting for the eyes, they're not actually going to change from the way we've modeled them. You'll see what happens when we get to that. We want to color this maybe something a bit better, maybe dark blue. And now we need to put a custom attribute on here so that we actually have the ability to be able to store custom attributes on the control object and be able to adjust the eyes and any other parameters we want for the eyes at the time. Now what I'm going to do is I don't really think I need a pen attribute holder for this, so I'm just going to use the attribute holder modifier, which is just a blank modifier, and I'm going to custom script the attribute just so that I show it again. Def equals, so def is going to become our attribute. Attributes is the way you create a custom attribute. Ogre eyes. Open close the brackets. We need a parameter block, and we're going to need a rollout. So let's just first build the parameter block. I'm going to call this eyes P for parameter block. We're going to tell it what rollout that this parameter block is going to be connected with, and that is going to be eyes R. Open and close brackets. The rollout, the same thing, so it's eyes R. And we can just name the user sees eyes. Open and close the brackets. And now we need a spinner. Now maybe we want to do a spinner slider type connection. That's possible as well. So let's just start with a spinner anyways. And oops, pupil and SP for spinner after it. I was going to do that. Pupil. And what we're going to